Okay, so what I did most of yesterday was work on getting the side here made, which I did. It's all back on good. Before it was just rotten and just flapping in the wind. Fixed. I already showed you guys the floors done, but now we got to work on the bottoms of the doors. For one, they're rotten. They're rotten. That side was worse. I already did the outside of it, but now we have to do the inside and bottom. Both sides. Lovely amount of fun. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to figure out because one, it goes up both left and the right, upward, like a U, and it also goes in and down, and also out and up. And it's like 50 different configurations on that thing. And of course, everything we could do is handmade because we haven't bought a brake yet, but we're getting ready to either build one or buy one because we're tired of, well, the slip brake we got over there made us some angle iron, but it don't work for what we need. But yeah, we're gonna get that built and be able to make stuff easy then. Well, square stuff easy, but as far as rounded stuff, that's still handmade. Because, we don't have a slip roller either, so. Yeah, so my fun's not really going to be fun today. Figuring them out. This is the first time I made the inside of doors. The outsides are easy. They're just pretty much flat. The insides have a lot of curves and supports. Okay, I'm going to get to it. Nothing to it but to do it. Update. Still missing. No, it's old show. If anybody remembers that, what was it? Unsolved Mysteries. But anyway, we got the front end started to test fit. Got the inner fenders all cut out. We've been cutting and cutting and cutting. Anyway, today we should be able to pop it on. This is what we finished I think it was 6 o'clock on Friday. And we ran out of welding gas. Well, we didn't run out of welding gas doing that. We did that afterwards. We ran out of welding gas building our own sheet metal brake. So this is a brake. Basically, we looked online and pulled designs from other homemade sheet metal brakes. But I've got some lawnmower valve springs underneath that to keep the thing pushed up. Braced in the center and everything, and I just finished that yesterday, and there's a lot of welding. I actually got sunburn, not that bad on my face. Actually was smart and wore my helmet for once, but this thing works pretty good. Yeah. Piano hinge. This whole setup here is to keep downforce in the center when you tighten it, and it's 56 inches long. We actually went to Harbor Freight. We were going to buy one of theirs, $200. Well, they don't assemble it good in the store, and you really can't do nothing with it. You can't even look and see if it's going to work good. It's just garbage in store. And we were like, well, so we went up front, got the ticket, we were going to buy it. They were sold out. So we're like, okay. She's like, come back on Tuesday or Wednesday, which would have been tomorrow, and we could have got one. Well, we come back on, it was Thursday when we went. I come back Friday and started looking around. I'm like, we got everything to build this. This is going to be butter. Cheap. So yeah, we looked around. We already had the angle iron from previous builds, which we'll have to buy more for this bed. No big deal. So it's all said and done. We're in this baby about 25 bucks. And it works. And it's almost double the length of the one you can get at Harbor Freight. And I mean, piano hinge, 15 foot maybe of angle iron, some old valve springs or any kind of springs you want to use, some pipe, 2 bolts, 2 washers, 2 nuts, and some round rod, which you don't have to use round rod. You can use anything for these tees, and some steel, like some wrought iron, whatever. And there you go. I mean, you can go to the scrapyard and build one of these things. You can use it as a bed frame. So, save some money, built something functional. Now I gotta clean this crap up. We're gonna get that front end on. I'm gonna build the bottoms of these doors. Got a little bit done today. The actual front end is kind of mounted, but this is mounted, the other side's mounted, and we got it tacked in the front. When you build these, the hardest thing there will be to do is going to be the radiator and AC condenser. Now this one I actually have held in with zip ties right now, pulled up. It's probably got to come up higher. But you have to cut out all this stuff over here. This is going to be the support, and these are going to be the support. This right here means nothing. Nothing. But getting these lines to come through, not get hit by the hood or anything, that's the hard part. Now, if you look down in here, you can see it's touching the fan right now. And the reason for that is because the bottom has to actually swing forward toward the front of the truck, and that'll pull it about a ½ inch away from the fan. Okay, if you ever have to change one of these, you're going to have to unbolt this, and however I decide to bolt on the radiator. But it is a nightmare. The AC line is going to have to get bent way back, come around, and then clicked on. It's a nightmare. We can't really remake these lines. We can take and have them made, but really with the way it's set up and both are in the same unit, it's about impossible to have them made. What else? We finally got the tire gaps right. That was tough. We actually had to unbolt the body and shift the whole body over in the front. Keep the back where it was, which I remembered now. I need to go bolt down. There's still a lot of wiring that has to be moved and situated. These are the hood hinges, or the hood, I'm called props. There we go. And they're crazy, but it's awesome. So, still got to find a place to mount the fuse box, the battery box, which I'm looking right now. The battery box ain't gonna be able to go inside this anywhere because we usually stick them like in this area, but there's nowhere to put it. It's got to go under the bed. That means we're gonna have to buy about 12 foot of wire, good wire too. That stuff is not cheap. It's not cheap. Even on eBay, it's not cheap. I still have to tape up all this crap because there was a hard plastic line right there. So it's got to get taped up, moved out of the way. We got to mount the overflow. We got to make some kind of overflow on that side. The brain has to be mounted on that side. The fuse panel has to be mounted on this side. We still have to hook up our trans lines, our radiator lines. There's still a bit to do. It's been fighting us, but we're getting close. We literally haven't touched the interior at all yet. It'll be mount everything, get it right, interior everything, get it right, then bed, cut, weld, drive shaft, cut, weld, done. Wiring the lights, but it's getting there. Nowhere near as fast as I wanted it to get there, but we're getting there. Yesterday was a total mind eraser, but we're back on. I'm gonna get back to work.